Hello everyone. We all know that homework is the most hated thing to all students, even though it is good for their understanding to the subject. But do you know why it is hated? According to Stanford research in 2014, they did a survey for 4,000 students, high schoolers and college, and middle school too. And in the survey, the question was, what does make you stressful in school? 56% of the students responded homework was the main source of it, and 43 they were saying that testing was the main source of their stress, and only less than 1% they say homework is no stressor for them. Reduction in health. Too much homework causes student reduction of health, such as lack of sleeping, and it gives them less time to enjoy their life and have fun. Too much homework can cause health and educational problems. Health, mental health, and physical. We're gonna get into this soon, and also educational will make him that too much homework will affect their grades, not positively sometimes, or mostly negatively. For me, I am a student since I was a kid, since primary school. I have done a research about this multiple times, and because I dealt with the stress before in high school and like the first 2 years in college, and I have a friend who wanted to commit suicide because of this, so I feel this is important for everybody to know about. So today I will try to convince you to take action against the danger of giving too much homework to students. First, it is dangerous to give students too much homework. That is a problem. And there is an easy solution for it. And the last step we're going to do is visualize both incomes of taking an action and not taking an action, and see how the future is going to look like. At the beginning, I will explain how dangerous it is to give students too much homework. So the problem is, a lot of homework causes stress to students. And for example, my friend I told you about, his name is Abdul. He graduated 2018 from Montana. I met him in 2016, around that, and he was like a normal person, happy, socializing and everything. But a year later, I think because it was like the most tense year for him, he started not to go out, not to hang out with us, only like staying at home and stuff. And we went to visit him because we haven't seen him for a while, and he's like talking about how he wanna be done with life and how he's so stressful and life is not fun anymore for him and stuff like that. So we contacted his family, and we contacted like the suicidal attention group that can help people who are suicidal, and he turned out like better, and he was feeling better, and as you know, he graduated 2018. Having too much homework can build up a big, stressful, and dangerous chain that leads to way bigger problems. The first genre, I would say, or group of problem is the mental and physical health. So Stanford research indicates that too much homework gives students random headaches during the day, lack of sleep, exhaustion, and weight loss, and also poor eating habits, because they don't have time to cook themselves a meal or have a good healthy meal. They will go to fast food or eat like snacks, just to fill their stomach up. And it is a problem too for social life for the students. In 2013, review of educational research homework says that most of students get depression because of that. Depression causes them to not have fun outside and socialize with other people, and also affects their grades and make it go down negatively. Why? Because first of all, like if you do too much homework, you will burn out all your energy, and then you won't have any energy to understand any other subject maybe, or understand the advanced or like the future homework or subjects, you know. And the stress, as you know, I don't know if you guys deal with stress. I deal with it. When I'm stressed, I don't feel like doing anything. I just want to like lay on bed maybe or watch something, like not do anything though. Not to be rude or not to encourage this, you might be the victim of the next, like you might be the next victim to stress or maybe suicidal, and I hope that it doesn't happen to you. Every student have a big chance to be stressed because of schoolwork, and that leads to maybe death or maybe hurting themselves or anything that is bad. But don't worry, there are so many solutions for that. So to break down the chain I was talking about, the too much homework builds is too much homework causes stress and mental health. Stress and mental health causes stress and mental health causes so homework causes stress. Stress causes bad grades and less social, bad grades. You feel like a failure, and then you might hurt yourself, and hopefully not. Now we understand the risk, we can move on to the next step, which is the solutions. One of the common solutions when I searched this was manage your time. So okay, I see that managing time will help you do the homework in time, and like you'll be good with maybe grades and everything, but still might affect your health or mental health by you worrying about the homework and how to do it and when to do it and like throughout the day. So I see this solution is good, but still not as good as it's supposed to be, or like not the best solution. For me, the best solution is teacher must help students by only giving them the homework they need in an enlightened way, like in an enlightened way that like it's not too much homework, it's less, but they still understand the subject. How to explain it? So school should make a rule for teachers that if you're given homework, you either give it optional, so no grades, maybe extra credit for it, or if it's required, then it has to be less than maybe an hour a day, and it depends on the subject too. It is helpful for schools, students, and teachers. For schools, less suicidal cases, so safer campus, happier campus, less stressed students, everybody love being in campus. And for students, no problem, like no mental problems and no health problems basically, and they will have good grades and maybe a successful life because they're gonna understand the school without stress, and then they will love what they're doing. In the future, they're gonna be successful. And for the teachers, students will understand the subject. The teacher will have good rate and good evaluation from the students. Everybody's gonna love them, and it's gonna give them less time to grade homework and testing and stuff. Yeah, my reputation is people might say the solution will cause the students to be less creative. I would say that's not true, because if homework is enough, like if it's targeting the most important thing about the subject, then it is gonna make them understand the subject, and they're gonna still be successful and creative. So it, like for example, if it's a hard problem or hard homework, then the student have to break it down into steps. Every day a step, so every 1 hour a day until the homework is done. That would be like the best solution for that. With these facts stated, a reasonable amount of homework is the best solution that I would suggest to get rid of stress from students. So let's visualize how, if you ignore this and not take an action, how the future is gonna be. Maybe you or maybe one of you people you love will be in that situation, and you don't want that, and they might hurt themselves or kill themselves eventually, but hopefully not. It's going to be more suicidal cases, more stressed students, and less creativity, I would say, because people will be burned out. People will hate doing this stuff. So they won't be as creative as they're supposed to be. And for the good, on the other hand, the good side is if you take action for this and try to fight it, having too much homework, then it's gonna be maybe less or maybe no suicidal cases in campus, safer campus, happy students, good grades, successful students that might benefit the country in the future, and students will have more successful life. Truly visualize these two outcomes and consider my solution to help students not to be stressed. Now we can move on to the conclusion. Today I tried to convince you, and hopefully you are convinced right now, to act against the danger of having too much homework or giving too much homework to students. So if you're a student, then you have to go talk to your teachers if they're giving you too much homework. If you're a teacher, please help us and don't give us too much homework, because it is stressful for us. We want to live life. We don't want to feel like life is bad. We want to see it's good. We want to enjoy it. And so first we talked about the danger of giving too much homework, and then we talked about the common solution, and then the best solution, or the solution I suggested, and then we visualized the future of the two outcomes, of the bad and the good. If a student doesn't feel comfortable in their campus because they're stressed or they're feeling bad because of too much homework, that's not good. That's gonna limit our creativity and our success too. So if we do the solution, which I see is the best for us, it's gonna be helpful for students to be more creative, more successful, and happier too with life. Thank you for listening. Hope you have a good day. These are the note cards. Thank you so much.